Guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the combat companion. So, as always, shows brought to you by Kaizen Fightwear. Kaizen Fightwear offering a fantastic range of rash guards and so on. So anybody looking for any cool stuff, make sure you head over to Kaizen Fightwear _co on Instagram. Hit up Big Max, and as he'll be able to sort you guys out. So now we're going to be talking about Young Subs 5. Young Subs 5's going to be at the Point in Sunderland. Now, obviously, we've been at the Point before. Absolutely amazing venue. Obviously, the kids love coming to the Point. Do you know what I mean? It's a great venue to be. So we're going to be returning there Saturday, 5th of July for Young Subs 5. Again, another amazing card. I mean, we're fortunate we get to see some of the best young grapplers from all over the UK, male and female, on the card. And I say this one is going to be no different. So, so anybody looking for tickets, make sure you do hit up either the Young Subs official page on Instagram or on Facebook. And anybody that can't make the event on the day, make sure you do hit up that pay-per-view. The link is in the bio. And what we'll do is throughout the week, we'll obviously get that put up. So we're only just under a week away now from obviously, again, another Young Sub show. So obviously my guests today then are going to be on that show on Saturday, the Martini Girls, right? So we've got, starting obviously at the top, we've got Megan Stacey. Megan Stacey is a current under 50 kilo champion. Obviously was crowned in Edinburgh, had an amazing match, her and Frankie Monahan. Obviously comes out of Roll Deep Jiu-Jitsu. Abby the Beast, Frain. Abby had an amazing couple of matches. Got the win as well. We got the win, as I said. So she was so over the moon. Abby's one of these kids that come out there and puts everything into her match. And she always has great matchups. So it was great to see her get the win on Saturday. So obviously coming out of Nomad Jiu-Jitsu. Codi, the real deal Steele. All right, so Codi is all the way from Inverness, from Highland top team. Cody's again been on every show. Had some great success on the show. Definitely exciting whenever she steps out onto the mat. And Amelia Cowell, Serenity BJJ. So Amelia is, again, another fantastic grappler. We saw her obviously in that submission series 1, where she had an amazing matchup. I think it was Grace Plumley, I believe. And amazing matchup. And then we saw her again on, I'm trying to remember, we've got so many shows, Young Subs 3.
Yeah.
And again, come and put in another performance. Amelia, you were going to be up for a title. Was it
Yeah.
Cora Tervit? Unfortunately, Cora had the arm injury, so but we'll run that back. We'll get that back as soon as Cora's good. Then obviously it'll be you and Cora for the title. So,
Yeah.
so again, we crowned our first. Megan was the first female champion, Young Sub. So obviously the belt's behind you there, Megan. Tell us about that then. How was that feeling for you?
Oh, I was so happy. Like, one of the things I've always wanted to get is a belt, and I'm so happy that I've had that opportunity.
Yeah, 5-0 now. 5-0 Young Subs. So for no gi, So it must be a great feeling.
Yeah, well, I know it's not going to last forever, but it's nice to have it whilst it lasts.
Yes, definitely. And obviously against Frankie, obviously I know Frankie was one up on you from the gi match, so it was good to get that victory back from Frankie.
Yeah, well, definitely no gi I'm better at. I mean, gi's all right, but I prefer just no gi. I've trained no gi more. It's just something I
Yeah.
feel like I'm definitely better at.
Yeah, superstar as well. BBC Radio Nottingham. You were on during the week there. Cody's dad actually messaged me and says, "Oh, Roll Deep and Megan, they're on the radio at the moment, so we put it on." So that was a great feeling. But you were with obviously the team on the show as well.
Yeah, I got to go on with Carlos, Summer, and Craig, and I was actually so nervous beforehand, and it's just completely new and different, and it was so exciting to be able to do it as well.
Listen, more and more of these things are going to happen, though. You know that yourself. I know we spoke about that, obviously, in Young Subs 1, saying that more and more people are going to come in for interviews. Obviously, the older you guys get, the more people will come in. So, but yeah, very exciting to hear you on the radio and the BBC radio as well. So, Abby, tell us about you then. Obviously, again, amazing grappler. We love seeing you out there in the gi as well. I mean, you love the gi as well as no gi. So obviously got a victory on the Edinburgh show, which you were absolutely buzzing with.
Yeah, I were happy with my results on the end one. I was all right with the first one, but I'm more happy with the second one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's the kids that you guys are going up against are again the best kids from all over the UK. So obviously going out there, and I mean, it's like the elite of the elite, so to say. And regardless win or lose, I mean, Abby, you always come in and put on a performance. You're always willing to fight anybody at any time.
Yeah, I'm always willing to fight anyone.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, buzzing for obviously Saturday coming up again. You're going to be in that. You're going to be going into that with so much confidence as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's definitely going to be a good day for you on Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes. Cody, the real deal Steele. So obviously you again, an absolute veteran for young subs at the moment. So um, Edinburgh. How was Edinburgh for you?
Good, I was quite happy because I was against like obviously one of the best girls in England, but it was just like to decision. But
Yeah. It was good to be a home show as well. It was good to
yeah,
be.
because it's never normally in Scotland. No big competitions are in Scotland.
Yeah, so there's not a lot that does come to Scotland. Yeah, I mean, I know we've got like the local comps coming up, like Grappling Industries, and obviously Empire came up at the beginning of June there. But obviously in regards to sub only, there's nothing really comes north of the border at all.
No, there was ADCC, and I
Yeah,
got that. That was quite a good competition. I like it that ADCC.
yeah, yeah. You love the travelling as well. I mean, you travel everywhere, Cody. So
All the
that
time,
Dad's car gets a lot of miles on it.
definitely.
Yeah. But Edinburgh was great. So obviously back down in Sunderland this Saturday, and then Amelia Cowell, as I said, Amelia unfortunately was, as we said earlier, was going to be coming to Scotland. She was going to be taking on
Yeah.
Cora Tervit. Unfortunately, Cora got an injury at the ADCC. I think Cora's out for. Am I right, Cody? It was like 7 weeks or something. She was going to be out for.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so 7 weeks. So obviously, again, we're going to run that back as soon as. I know Cora was there on at the Edinburgh show, and she was absolutely choking at a bit to get on the mat, but she can't. Do you know what I mean? So, but tell us about you then. Obviously, Serenity Jiu Jitsu. How's everything at the gym at the moment?
Yeah, it's good. A lot of training at the minute because I haven't been able to get fights and stuff. Not unfortunately, Cora got her injury, so it's more I'm training and I'm itching to get back onto the mats to compete
Yeah,
soon. So it's just a lot of training at the minute.
definitely. And you love competing in the Northeast as well, obviously
I
from
do,
the
yeah,
Northeast. So,
yeah,
yeah, fighting in front of all your kind of friends, family members, and everybody else from the Northeast.
yeah. It's great to fight at home.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about the. We were obviously saying Cody, the Martini girls. Was it your dad that came up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You kids shouldn't be drinking any martini, not at this age anyway. So definitely not. So I'd be interested to see what was the other names because I'm sure you had other names. So what kind of other names was it you guys were coming up with?
I thought of like armbar assassins, but I'm not sure. I think the Martini girls like there's a better name.
Yeah, yeah. Martini Gibbs has got a good ring to it, as I say, it's definitely got a good ring to it. And only an adult could come up with that. Only a one of the parents, the mum or the dads, are going to come up with that. So, but yeah, a great name. So, tell us about your matchups then. Obviously, this Saturday, 5th of July. I mean, you guys have all been on Young Subs before. You know what to expect. Do you know what I mean? I think you've all been at the point as well. If I remember, I know Megan, you've been there, Cody. I think you've all been at the point before. Yeah, so it's a great venue, really good venue. So Megan, what are you expecting to see this time? So are you going to be fighting for your title this time, or is it just a matchup, Megan?
I think it's just a matchup this time.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think the matchup was in place before Edinburgh. So yeah, just a matchup. So what are you expecting from this Saturday, Megan?
I'm not really sure. I'm just going there. I'm just going to have some fun, just enjoy it. All the pressure's off now. I've got the belt, so just going to have
Yeah.
some fun.
People are going to be lining up for that belt, though. You know that they're all going to be coming after you, Megan.
Well, I'm getting a bit too heavy for the belt now, so
Oh, listen, you deserve the belt, though. I mean, as I said, do you know what I mean? You've done so much over the show. That's why we call you the Queen. That's why we call you the Queen of Young Subs No Gi. So, What about you, Abby? What are you expecting from this Saturday?
Well, I've got 2 fights. In the first one, the one from AVT, I'm excited for because I know they're not a huge fan of guard pullers, but so I'm excited to have a scrap.
Yeah, yeah. They definitely don't love the guard pullers at all. Nothing but wrestling, all wrestling at AVT. So, so you'll be in for a battle. Definitely in for a battle from obviously your opponent from AVT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cody, what about you? What you looking forward to, or what you looking from for this Saturday?
I don't really know. I think that I'm just more excited because obviously I'm up against like good opponents and all that.
Yeah. Just the one match you've got, or you got two again?
I think it's just the one.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then Amelia, what about you? Obviously, again, stepping out in the northeast again. It's going to be another amazing day, hopefully, for you.
I'm just excited that I'm getting back on the mats, like the same as Cody. I'm just excited to compete, really.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so let me check. Is this the same as like the Team England versus Team Scotland? You'll get a point, and then the winner or the person with the most points after it wins a trophy type thing. Is it going to be similar to that?
I think it's different points for just submission and win. If I'm right.
Yeah, so different points for submissions and wins and so on. Does the team get a trophy at the end of it, or what's the situation with that?
Don't have a clue.
No.
Yeah, no clue.
Hopefully they'll sort something, do you know what I mean? And then it's just a case of who takes the trophy home. Who takes it home? Do you know what I mean? Where does it go? Because obviously it's got to go to one of the 4 gyms. So whether it be Roll Deep, Nomad, Serenity, or Highland top team. So I'm sure you can discuss that, obviously, when you guys win on Saturday. So, but yeah, final thing then. So we'll start with you, Megan. Obviously, again, I mean, you've got great support around you, an amazing team. Mum and dad are fantastic. But anybody in particular you want to shout out to? Any friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything you may have?
Definitely Reality. Every time Reality. Like, I love the gear. Like, I just love it. It's really high quality. And I want to shout out to some of my coaches, like Carlos. He's been helping me a lot. Like, I've been having privates with him. He's been helping me like work on certain techniques. I've also had some with Dom as well. Like, getting wrist locked in that quite often.
Dom loves a wrist lock. We say this all the time. I mean, she does it all the time. But listen, I mean, you're getting better and better. I mean, you're going to be wrist locking Dom very, very soon. So, and that's what she'll be worried about. She'll be worried about that very soon. So, anybody else, Megan? Anybody else at all?
Well, my parents definitely. My dad's always like doing my Instagram, always posting, and my mum, her support, and also my grandma. She's been desperate for a shout out for ages, and she's just always like supporting me so much.
Yeah, Mum. I looked over at Mum after you got your hand raised. I looked over at Mum, and your Mum was so excited. Do you know what I mean? She was right down at the side of the mat. Obviously, she was a bit of a distance away, just so she didn't get shouted at for being too close. But she was so excited. She was so happy. And I remember looking over, and she was just like she couldn't believe it. Almost tears and stuff like that. So she was very, very happy for you.
Yeah, why am I not surprised? She nearly cried.
But awesome parents, awesome. What about you, Abby? Anybody you want to shout out to? Friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything that you may have?
Definitely my gym, Nomad, and I've been to Olympus quite a few times now, so they've helped me train up for Edinburgh, especially. All the girls on here, because I know they all support me at their comps and all that.
Yeah.
All the kids I train with, Ruby, Brett, and Lucas, because they help me before I go on the mats as well.
Yeah. That's the thing. We talked about this. We always talk about like especially the girls. I mean, you girls all stick together. It's obviously different for the boys. I mean, the boys do whatever boys do, but the girls, regardless of where you're from, whether it's Scotland, England, we saw Frankie. Frankie was getting a load of support last Saturday at the Edinburgh show. So she got a load of support, people coming out, Scotland and English girls, which was absolutely brilliant. But you guys all stick together, which is amazing. So hence the reason why we're seeing the Martini girls, obviously Scotland and England together.
I've got one more, my dad especially, because he's driving me everywhere, basically my taxi now. Getting all the hotels and all that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely big shout out. Again, Dad, I spoke to Dad before and after your matchup, and he was again same, almost had tears coming out his eyes, and do you know what I mean? He was so happy. Do you know what I mean? And it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see. So definitely a big shout out to Abby, the Beast's dad as well. So Cody, what about you? Anybody you want to shout out to?
Just all my friends and family from Jiu-Jitsu and all that, my teammates, Highland Top Team, all my sponsors, and obviously the Martini girls.
Yeah, so just shouting out to, obviously I know that Megan and Abby can't hear Cody, so just shouting out obviously our friends, our family members, obviously our sponsors. I think Cody, you've got quite a few sponsors, so it's difficult for you to keep up. And then obviously the Martini girls as well, she said. So and then finally Amelia, anybody you want to shout out to, friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything that you may have.
Yeah, definitely my family and my parents especially. They like organize all my fights. Like my dad drives me everywhere. He's like my taxi too, like what Abby said. My coaches, and also my sponsors, especially Untrained Professional, who like supply me with like my rash guards and my gear and stuff. Like they're awesome, and also all my other sponsors, and also the Martini girls too.
Yeah. You're gonna be coming out in the Newcastle United colours again.
Maybe the new one instead this time. My dad
Right.
says if I don't wear a Newcastle rash guard if we're playing locally, especially in Sunderland, he's not going to drive me there. So
Well, that's true.
yeah,
That's true. Yeah, that you can't wear a Newcastle top in Sunderland. So,
yeah,
because you might be able to drive you there, it's getting out of Sunderland that might be very difficult. So,
yeah. I'll have to
uh,
bring like maybe a t-shirt to cover over when I leave the venue.
oh, bro. We know that Josh Mitchell does the same thing. He comes out and I think he came out in
Yeah,
the Newcastle colours and so on, and to the
yeah.
Newcastle song and stuff like that. But he did it in Newcastle. He didn't do it in Sunderland.
Oh,
So,
do you not?
yeah. I don't think he did it in Sunderland. I'm sure the show before Edinburgh was Newcastle. So yeah, he came out at that point.
Right.
So yeah, probably not a good idea to come out in Newcastle colours in
Maybe not.
Sunderland.
Maybe not.
Listen, we'll fight everybody for you. We'll fight everybody.
Yeah.
It'll
Thank
be
you. Thank
Stoom
you.
and the Martini girls just taking on the whole of Sunderland. So
Yeah, and me dad.
that's true. And your dad, yes. So, guys, there we go then. We've got the Martini girls, Megan Stacey, Roll Deep Jiu Jitsu, Abby the Beast Frain of Nomad Jiu Jitsu, Cody the Real Deal Steele, Highland Top Team, and Amelia Cowell, Serenity BJJ. So, all going to be heading to the point in Sunderland this Saturday, the 5th of July. Young Subs 5. Now, tickets, as I said, anybody looking for tickets, make sure you head over to the Young Subs official pages. You will get ticket information through there. If you can't make the event on the day, as I mentioned, there is always pay-per-view on it. So the link is in the bio on the Young Subs official page. And obviously myself and I'm sure the grapplers and so on will get it out throughout the week as well, just to make sure you know exactly where to go to get it. So one thing I always mention on every show is we talk about sponsors. Now, it's important for sponsors to jump on board. And the reason for that, I mean, there's a number of reasons. I mean, gym fees aren't cheap, traveling, accommodation, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, these kids travel all over. Or dads and mums travel all over, taking the kids everywhere. So, so it's not cheap to do. So, having any kind of sponsor coming on board kind of helps ease that burden. Plus, what these kids do is they get your name out there in front of so many people. So whether that be on social medias or on their actual fight kits, sometimes you've got space to put it on the fight kits, posters, all that kind of stuff as well. So anybody looking to hit up any of the kids, so first of all, you've got Abby, so it's Abby _ BJJ _ Beast. You've got Amelia Cowell, it's Amelia Jiu-Jitsu. You've got Cody .steele.bjj, and then you've got Meg _S _bjj. So definitely make sure you head over to either of them. It's all parent run pages, so so obviously the parents will get in touch if the sponsors are right fit for the grappler. Then yeah, they can have discussions and so on. So make sure you do head over and definitely hit them up. But Megan, Abby, Cody, and Amelia, thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me. It's going to be an amazing day next Saturday as always. So excited to see you all step out there. I'm not doing any ring announcing at all this time, so I'll just be sitting in the commentary booth. So I'll be doing my thing and obviously saying a lot of good things about you guys on the commentary. So, but definitely have an amazing week training, and we'll see you all next Saturday.
Thank you for having me on.
Not a problem, Abby. Take care, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.